50 degrees.
I hit 2.
You hit 2.
The second smallest.
And you hear like a languished exhale as a ghostly figure forms behind you.
I knew there
and
had
the
to be
door
consequences.
resets.
Little disclaimer that I, Mystic, and am employee of Wizards of the Coast on the D&D team. Hey y'all, the next few episodes of Utopia will be more horror-leaning than other episodes of Utopia as the party venture into the realm of the Nightmare King. Here's your content warning for the next couple of episodes. This stream may contain scenes and themes some find distressing. Mentions of blood, needles, injections, gore, graphic descriptions, breaking teeth, claustrophobia, death, drowning, drug use, general violence, and disturbing imagery may occur. Our cast will be using lines and veils. If you find scenes too distressing, please feel comfortable exiting. Last time on Utopia Podcast, Sille fought a duel where both participants forfeit the match. And after that, the dueling tournament disappeared from the glen, leaving the party in an empty, wooded space. They began to search for an oily trail in hopes of it leading to the angel that they seek, falling down a rabbit hole only to be plopped in a wooded area. And that is where we find the party. And around you, you just see sparkling, iridescent plants, humongous, large black trees, and a few other pieces of iridescence.
Oh, black reach.
Livy's not far behind you, but doesn't land on top of you, lands next to you. And then the same for your whole party until you're all just sort of in a semicircle.
Everyone okay?
Oh, look. We made a fairy circle.
We're gonna die down here.
You see, in front of you is like a small stone precipice. It almost looks like a chessboard. And it has a few different statues near it. I'm going to put this into our private Discord for y'all to reference.
Why does this feel like our first puzzle of the podcast?
Because it is!
Yay! Ooh,
Okay, solve the puzzle.
Puzzle.
Godfrey solves the puzzle.
You see,
I rolled to solve the puzzle.
you see a few different types of humanoid bodies and different types of decay and death sort of along the path in front of you that ends at this stone outcropping. And next to one of the bodies, Godfrey, you see a piece of parchment clutched in one hand.
I look at the parchment.
Read it.
It seems like some kind of a riddle.
Yeah, so for a moment, I was looking at at the puzzle as you were describing the scene. There are these stone statues, and then there are like decaying bodies of like people who were trapped here and died. Decaying bodies? Okay. That are separate from the statues. Okay.
Yes. The puzzle itself is 4x4 squares with 5 statues around them. There are these shining blue crystals. There's a small, medium, large, extra large crystal, and there are 4 of each of those kinds. They all just kind of sit to the side. And the parchment reads, Gorvax the Bold, defender of Ironkeep, show him 3 crystals, and his might shall perceive thee. Atalan the Steadfast, guardian of the West Vale, show him 4 crystals, and he shall keep 3 safe. Toraf the Wizard, keeper of secrets, show her but 1 crystal, for her magic hast might enough. Grumgan Thar, the Silent, watcher of the grave, show him 3 crystals, and he shall watch for thy passing. Mun the Wise, hoarder of knowledge, show her 2 crystals, and she will advise thee.
Can I touch the crystals?
Yeah.
Can I pick them up?
And there's only
There's 4 of each size. So there's 4 small, 4 medium, 4 large, 4 extra large.
Are people dead because they stepped on something, or are they dead against the walls like they were just there a while? What kind of dead are they?
Give me an investigation check.
That's terrible.
roll for death.
Investigation. I'm great at that, guys. 11.
Yeah.
11.
Average. Please get degree.
Yeah. As you're investigating, I don't think you one in particular catches your eye. He's like sitting close to the gate where you walk into this stony area, and he's looking at the wall, which seems odd to you. Like the skeleton is just like looking at the wall. And you get the sense that he was probably sat here a while and then just died here. And as you look over to the wall, you see one more inscription. A little plaque that reads, Get each crystal in its place, but you must realize no crystal stands upon a line with others of its size. Each hero here must see their lot, neither more, neither less. Conceal the small behind the great to meet with her largest.
Neat. Can I real quick take one of the tiny... Ooh, sorry. I get very into puzzles. Is anyone else want to look at something?
Would someone else like to look at anything?
So there's also on the paper next to who these people are, there's like a tiny little symbol, which I'm assuming like, yeah, this shows like who they are, like what they look like on the statues.
Yes.
So from what this seems to me is we need to align all of the crystals, but we can't have the same sizes.
Well, according
they're
to this
aligned.
plaque I found on the wall above a dead person, it's just that you can't have the same size within one line of each other. But it seems like since there's 4 of each size and there's 4x4 squares, we're probably going to need a crystal in each square. We just have to hide them strategically.
When you say you just have to hide them.
Yeah, it says you can hide them. It says that you can hide smaller ones behind bigger ones because they won't see them. My question is, what do they see? So if I take a crystal and I put it in front of a statue, does it, like, only in the square in front of them? Does anything happen?
You watch it sort of light up with this golden, purple-hued energy.
If I move that crystal, like, one over so it is at a diagonal to the statue, does the statue light up?
No.
Cool. No
Able
tip.
to move the statues if I try to push them.
You are not.
Okay.
The only thing I'll use this notebook for. I made a plan.
Right, so then I suppose we know the start, right? Atlan needs to see all 4 crystals. Atlan,
So smallest to largest?
2 up, goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And
What we should probably do is put the big crystal in the back and then put the other crystals in front.
yes, so he can see all of them.
Yeah.
And then he intersects with 2 of these other statues which are looking. The Grumganthar the Silent needs to see 3. And the first one that he sees in front of Atlan is the smallest. So there must be 2 behind the smallest that he can see. Keeper of Secrets only needs to see 1, so the top left should be the largest size as well. So that Thorfa can't see any but that 1 crystal. Which means we either take the second smallest or the second biggest crystal to put it so Grumthan Thar can see it. Is everyone following? I'm describing things.
Zibba's put down at least 4 crystals for the first guy, for the defender that you described, that needs to see all the crystals.
Okay.
And I've also put a picture in chat where I color-coded the crystals and where I placed them.
I think the second anyone started reading this aloud, Sille turned her back on it and to the direction where we came, where she is holding her sword ready. Realizing she's cute. This probably isn't her strength.
Zibba likes shiny objects. We've all seen Zibba like shiny objects. So Godfrey's like saying, we should put one here. And Zibba's like, ooh, I can put this one here and I can pick up another one.
Where Zibba places those 4 crystals in those orders, it just glows. Seems correct.
The Order of Knowledge. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't look at this paper without it obscuring all of my sight. Need to see 2 crystals, and I've lost my place.
I've heard of a secret, very ancient tool called a snipping tool. I would recommend it. You could put
It kind of vibrates, like as you stroke it.
Damn.
But these crystals give me magic. Like, goes like, looks like it's about to eat the smallest one.
Godfrey looks at Livy.
It would either give you magic or kill you.
I deal with those odds every day.
I mean, it would probably kill you either way, because then we might not have enough to solve the puzzle.
I guess we can do this first. Well,
So if it's laid out like this, it meets everything, right? Because Glorvax the Bold sees 3 crystals, Atlan sees 4, Dwarfia sees 1.
and they said they
that
can't go in a
Grumgan-
line.
What's that?
So they can't go in a line either, so it only gives so many options, right? So we already have 3 of the big crystals out to satisfy it.
Yes.
And they all look pretty happy.
They are glowing.
As you talk and have placed a half, maybe, of the crystals,
9
there's
of the
a...
12. Wait,
Okay.
sorry, 9 of the 16.
Yeah, there's a glowing. It kind of intensifies around the crystals. And then you see some kind of blur, and all the crystals are back inside.
Damn. Those big ones are really hard to move, and now we gotta do it again?
Was it wrong?
You know what? I'm just gonna go stare at the wall like this guy. Hopefully I look like him someday.
Oh, or do we only have a certain amount of time to do all of them?
Sille turns back over her shoulder. How's it going back there?
I think they want all the shiny objects. We can't keep any for ourselves.
Well, no, I think it worked. There was magic that happened, and now all the crystals are back, so that's... Correct. Did anything change over there, Sille? Do you see a way forward?
No.
Nothing.
We're gonna have to move
What was
all
that
the
line on the
crystals. Well, Zibba's already there, like, staring at it. It says, get each crystal in its place. But then you must realize no crystal stands upon a line with others of its size. Each hero here must see their lot, neither more nor less, conceal the small behind the great to meet with their largesse, which I don't think's a word.
Oh, so
I think they just wanted to rhyme.
all of them. So let me just shove these big ones back into place. We know
That leaves
there,
only one spot for the last
there,
big one.
there.
Because they can't be in a line.
Yep, it's right here between Graham Godthar and I can't read this font. Very difficult for me. And Gorbax. Yes.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
we know that
Gorbacks.
a 3, a 2, and a 1 go here. Because our
No,
our
that one can't
friend-
go there. It's going to be in a line. We're going to have to put that one over there.
Well, no. This one has to be in this line. It's not in the line with anything else yet, right? Of its same size,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
We're good. It means we have to put this other small one in front. Because we can't put any bigger ones here. Because then our friend Grumthanthar will only see one crystal. Wait.
No. He
can
wants
still see
two crystals. We
Yes,
need to.
yes.
Whoa.
Like this, right?
We need this guy
We
to
can
go
see
here.
2, 3, and 4.
What's Livy doing while this is happening?
Livy's just like keeps on trying to get an edge in, but like he's kind of given up now, and he's just looking at them like very happy to see his friends having fun.
Aww, yeah.
Means. Wait, but you could only see 2.
I think these ones need to switch. Because
But if those ones switch, then Grumthanthar only sees 2
wait, is
instead
it
of
this
3.
guy is supposed to see 2, or is it this guy?
Yes, Grumthanthar, the skull-looking one, needs to see 3.
That makes sense.
So it means it has to see 2, 3, and 4.
Oh no, there's 2 small ones in line. We gotta move this one up. Why are they so hard to please? But now this one's in a line.
Okay, all right. So let's wait. Zibbo, where are you moving all of these? Wait, let's
I
talk
just
about
want
it.
all the
Let's figure
shiny
this out.
objects
You're trying
together.
to- Yes, this is great. This is working. So we're working.
Wait.
Lend the steadfast. No, they look so similar. This is Gorvax, the bold. He needs 3 crystals.
We're
Let me
Gorvax.
3 crystals. Yes.
No, Gorvax the bold. He needs 3. That's
needs
that's.
3.
He's on the
sees
square
3.
pedestal,
Good.
and he
Yes.
sees 3. He's happy.
He sees 3.
Gorvax
He's good.
is happy.
He's great. This is wonderful. Mumble
Okay,
on.
let's just put a circle. He's
He's-
good. Okay, he's
needs to
glowing.
see-
This is the glowing circle.
The glowing circle is very scientific. Okay. So that
Well,
means
that only
this
leaves
has
one
to
option
be
there.
3. Yep.
Yes,
And
they're
it sees
happy.
2. It sees number 3 and number 4. He's happy.
So they're all happy now. We just have to make sure
we
we
just-
don't get another one in a line, which means
Yes.
This one has to go up here.
This and this.
And this one's got to go there.
Here.
Yeah.
This one has to be here.
Yes. And we gotta put them there.
Oh,
Here we go!
They're vibrating really, really hard, and all the magic is coming around, and there's this big whoosh.
They better not.
And the whole thing where all the crystals are, just like the earth moves, it shakes your bodies as it begins to slowly levitate down into the earth.
Godfrey holds up a hand for a high five to Zibba.
Zibba high fives and then collapses to the ground because I know I'm strong, but those crystals are really heavy.
Awesome.
Oh no.
Floats down and then floats in and reveals a musty, dark stairwell. The glowing mushroom's light doesn't seem to enter into this space.
I'll go first.
It's less claustrophobic.
Does anyone have a light source? Should I pull out a torch?
We've been doing all this in the dark.
Prestidigitation?
Oh, there were glowing mushrooms in this room.
Can we just take a mushroom with us? Probably won't kill us.
Would it be bad to pick this mushroom?
Can I pick the mushroom?
Give me a nature check.
I think can I do like the low key nature check while Zibba does this?
Hey, I got a 15.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time outdoors.
Got a 17.
I got 21.
You all get the sense that if you pick them, they won't glow anymore, but they won't harm you.
What if I take it with dirt?
I have prestidigitation. If anyone wants to have a torch or something, I could just automatically light it.
Magic this, magic that. Everyone does magic for me.
Don't be rude.
I'm jealous. I want.
I have a torch.
Okay. I use prestidigitation. Listen, if you want to train in magic, me and Morgus can help you. It just doesn't.
I have a candle. Sille picked out just this very small little prayer candle. Yeah, if you could, if you don't mind.
Yeah, he does prestidigitation in.
Your prestidigitation on Scylla's candle extinguishes the prestidigitation on Godfrey's
God damn
torch. But Morgus comes in clutch and helps out there.
Sure, thought you could have. All right, well, let's go. Let's go down.
I will walk very close to the ones with the lights.
Yeah. Begin to make your way down the stair steps. And as opposed to the grove you plopped into after crawling through the bogle hole, there are no bodies here. There are no skeletons. There are no plants. There is no moss. There's nothing except bogle tracks. Oily splats down the stairs. You sort of have to watch out for it because they're a little slippery.
Wait. How did the bogle get down here without solving the puzzle?
Are you
Maybe they
telling
can
me
go
there was an
as-
easier way than moving all those crystals?
No, maybe they're allowed to go down. Maybe there's a special way that only they know.
Maybe they set the puzzle.
Mm.
Anyway, be careful not to slip on the oil.
Are bogos smart?
They're tricksters, which is what the satyr told you. But they hide babies and pull people's tails and like to cause mischief. Which means they have a decent level of intelligence.
Baby napping levels of intelligence. Baby nap intelligence.
Well, there's like, like middle school prankster tricksters, and then there's like criminal.
Stealing babies does not sound like middle school levels of pranks.
Everyone, roll me a perception check. If your passive is higher, we can take that.
It's probably that my passive will be higher, but I'll roll it anyways.
The passive.
I rolled 13.
That is a 12.
Garakias.
Which is my passive. My passive is 13.
What's Garakias doing during that whole time? He's just looking at his
16.
paw?
Is a 16 for me, is it hearing or smell based for Garakias?
Mm-hmm.
That's also a 16 for Garakias.
All right.
16 all around.
Great. You keep walking.
Sure glad we're not missing anything going down these steps.
Just be one with the inner voice and we'll find it. And he just starts humming again.
But what inner voice are you hearing?
You can't tell me you don't hear your inner voice, Godfrey. You have some weird
just wanna make sure.
conversations sometimes.
It is your inner voice that you're becoming one with, right? Not a different inner voice?
You hear other inner voices? I think we should be more concerned about what's going on over there now. Most of the time.
You hear as a rock falls from somewhere in front of you and skitters across the stairs.
That was not my inner voice, guys.
It echoes loudly through this chamber, lit by only your candle and the torch.
Oh man, you know what would be such a cool prank, guys? If they helped us find exactly what we were looking for. I wouldn't expect that at all.
Ah, that'd be terrible. That would ruin my day. And then winks really hard at you. Really
Yeah,
hard.
that would be
Obviously
awful.
hard.
God. So terrible. I hate that.
At this point, you make it down the stairs. And in front of you lies a large room with a small passageway. It's maybe 10 foot wide. Along the sides of the passageway are pillars with more statues. And to the left is just a rocky formation. You clearly are inside some kind of earth. And there are torches lit. The light begins to fill your eyes the closer you get. On the opposite side, there is a set of double doors. And off to the left, between the rocky wall and the torches along the outside of the path, is just a large chasm.
Huh.
The distance between you and the door is about 120 feet.
Is there like a wall next to the chasm?
There's not. There's the stone that makes up the side of the room in between.
If we run, I can maybe make it.
Wait, so there's just like a chasm and then just like no walls on the side of the room?
It is
We're in a cave.
a cave, yeah.
You can't see the walls. It's dark and big and ominous.
So is there just like a path to the door?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Really good with that.
gotcha. Sorry. Yeah, there's just a path.
One side, statues carved into the cave. Other side, just ravine, just drop.
Just a drop.
And this time the statues are all the same.
Which statue is it? Do we recognize them? We stared at that for a while, figuring out who was who. We know
Yeah,
their
we
names
saw
now.
It doesn't match any of those from the above.
That's disappointing.
Does there seem to be anything odd about the stone itself?
Give me an investigation check. Or
Look
perception.
at this stone. It's well worked and made of rocks. I'll go first.
Are any of the rocks shiny?
It was a 2 for a 1.
Are they shiny?
No, they're just like worn cobblestone.
No, I'm just not interested.
Is there any like papers or anything that I can see? Any like words?
Nope. No words.
Just looks like a path, everyone. Like,
Can
Godfrey
I
holds
look
up the
around to
torch
see
and
if there's
starts.
anyone like hiding in the dark?
I'll beat you there!
Perception
And just starts running.
Because I don't trust you.
I'm all for just running out the door. Just
You're looking around. Godfrey has started on the path. Zibba is running towards the door. What's Sille doing?
If people are starting to make moves across, Scylla's very cautiously following behind and kind of keeping an eye behind
Okay.
us.
Okay, cool. Oh, it finally. Okay, we're just gonna go with the first one, which is a 17.
Okay, there's no one here.
Okay.
Not that you can see, at least.
Just because there was a
Livy
puzzle
has
above doesn't mean that everything's going to be a trap. This is just a very straightforward hallway. A couple
GM
statues.
described
DM
a
clearly
Zelda
spent
dungeon
time
room.
making this, looking at this map for no reason other than for us to cross the room.
We're at the bottom
Who's
of the
making
well
us
in
look at
Kakariko.
what?
That's a good question.
Kakariko, where's that?
As this is happening,
Mentos?
Zibba, you have run about 3/4 of the way to the door. You feel your foot push into one of the stones.
Sounds about right.
All the stairs behind you click into a ramp as you hear the whoof, 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 whoof of something large rolling down toward you. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's some Indiana Jones shit right now.
What?
Why is this danger sense good for nothing?
Okay. 23.
Okay.
Scylla, are you at a level where your aura helps us with our saving throws?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, awesome! I got a 19.
That is
No.
a 13, which, considering a -1 modifier, pretty proud about. Pretty proud about.
Okay.
19. You want me to roll
All
for
of you know-
Garrick's too?
Yeah.
Garrick's got a 4.
Garrickis does not know this. The rest of you know that you have about 5 seconds to get yourself into one of those alcoves where the statues are or be rolled over by a boulder.
I'm already running.
Garrick's over here.
Already
Everybody get
running.
behind a statue.
You'll have to succeed a DC 15 dexterity saving throw to make it to that space.
Okay.
Oh, I do get advantage on this one, right? Because it does involve danger set.
I'm rolling different d20s.
Is it an
I rolled
effect, though?
another 16 on my die. For a 19. But it's
Alright.
weird.
Roll for me. 18. Roll for Garrickis. I'll use a different dice for Garrickis. Shouldn't have used a different dice for Garrickis. 6.
Morgus
Do
got a
I
9.
get advantage on this or not?
Why
Or
would
it
you
says
get
danger.
advantage?
Well, danger
Oh, yeah.
sense. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects
That you could see.
that you can see.
You can't see the stone yet.
Well, like, presumably when you're getting out of the way of it, when it's about to crush you, it is a stone that you could see, correct? Like, it's not an invisible stone.
That's true, yeah.
Because I got a 13.
You can roll again.
I can't say it's gonna be better. Okay, that's a 22.
Great. Again, anyone who rolled under 15,
Yeah.
tell me whether you went right or left.
Right.
I think Garakias went right, because that's where Godfrey was trying to take him.
All right. Morgus, confused by what's happening, goes left. And slips over the edge, grabbing onto the edge of the stone path as this large, very large boulder comes barreling down the path directly toward the door. It's going fast.
5 seconds for everyone along a distance of 120 feet? That's insane!
It's fantasy!
Just explodes the door at the other side.
Morgus and Garakias and Livy are all going to take some damage.
Yeah.
You know, actually, that's not terrible. That's... If anything, I think, guys, we should have reacted a little bit faster.
Gonna take
like 60 miles per hour?
42 bludgeoning damage.
42?
Yes.
Well, I'm down.
You hit at 16 miles per hour.
Livy doesn't get any bonus by being able to walk up a wall to get out of the way of this thing?
It's just a dex save.
Okay.
All right, Morgus is hanging over the chasm of the edge. Garakias is rolled over by the stone, flattened, but sort of like Binks. Just breathes new life into his body. The bones re-crack and reform and reopen and
he's fine. He didn't go down.
Good. I thought he failed.
He did fail, but 42 isn't enough to bring him to 0.
Cool. That's great. And Livy is down. What are you all doing?
This thing is past.
And goes,
It's past. It's hit the door and it's just sitting there now.
my bad.
I'm running over to Livy, and I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna Sille's hands kind of start to blow that mauve over Livy and for 20 point.
Livy's back up.
Seeing Sille go to Livy, Godfrey goes over to Morgus and tries to pick him up off the ledge.
Yeah, you just pull him up over. He just lays there. He looks pretty badly wounded, but not down.
Use a charge of the healer's kit on him. 7 plus his hit dice. Then I'll go over to Livy.
Sille offers Livy a hand up.
Thank you. That, these, you know, not fun.
Yeah. No, you're okay though.
Here, let me just... This might hurt for a second. I'm going to pop this back into place.
What?
You heal for 6 plus how your hit dice. How many hit dice you have. So 6 plus your level. Sorry, 7 plus your level. Yep.
7 plus my level? Well, I can't survive another one of those. That was insane.
Let's all watch our step going forward, yeah?
I'm just not gonna move till you guys get over here.
Surprised that boulder didn't destroy that door and make a way for us to go forward, and is now just sitting there impeding our path.
Oh.
Sturdy door.
I think. Zibba, anyone want to help me try to push this into the chasm? Let's get this out of our way.
Very carefully, I'll make my way the rest of the way across.
You're able to do so.
I mean,
We can try.
unless anyone has a way to work this giant... Is it made of stone?
Mm-hmm.
This
What are
giant
they-
stone boulder.
Why do they keep making us move all this stuff?
I don't even know where this could have come from, because we started at the top of the stairs. It was in the room with the puzzle. Dream world magic bullshit.
Whoever's helping, give me a strength check. It'll be a group strength.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bar back strength into it.
Livy's not gonna help.
16.
A
What?
natural 1 for a 0.
What happens?
It's too much for me. It's made of magic. I can't.
All right, guys. Livy just rolls up his sleeve. Let's try again. And this
We've
time
already moved so many crystals today. You guys just stayed at the door.
Yeah, I'm
Morgus comes
exhausted.
over to help too. So we
Is it a
roll
strength
again.
check?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to move this. Then we're gonna have to deal with the door. It didn't even take the door out. Now I
Well,
got
that's a nat 1.
it got an 8. Zibba's getting tired.
Natural 20.
Yay! Morgus got
Garrett?
13.
15.
Garakias got a natural 1.
Your guys just rolls over.
Yeah, Livy like bumps into Garrett Caius as Garrett Caius rolls over.
But Godfrey, Sille, and Morgus are able to push it over into the chasm.
I'm tired. Okay, I moved too many things today.
Now there's a door before you.
The giant freaking rock didn't take it out. What are we gonna do?
Assuming we'd
All
have
right.
to pull, not push.
Olivia, I believe this is your specialty. We don't even know if it's locked.
You did say you had a spell to open unlocked doors, right?
Are there handles on this door?
Oh yes.
I was gonna try the handles first.
Do you pull?
Yeah.
It opens.
What? What were you saying?
Livy was getting ready to
Holds it
juice
open.
shatter.
A waft of spider webs just like comes with the door. as
Told you
open
there
it.
were spiders in here.
I mean, yeah, it's
I assume you
dark
still have your
there, too.
candle, and Godfrey still
Yeah.
has his torch, or you wouldn't be able to see really. Great. You enter into a new space. You find yourself in what looks to be an in-between space. You know, there are lots of barrels and things everywhere. There are multiple staircases that lead to different places. There are grates on all the entryways. And in here you do see like rusted and worn swords, halberds, helmets, full plate mail, lots of different types of armor and weaponry. You see flails and leathers and all different kinds of things. that would be used in combat.
Ooh.
None of them are in good shape. They seem to be millennia old.
Aw.
Do the bubble
is there-
tracks lead in here?
They do. If you continue to follow them, they lead across the room through one of the only solid doors. To
Sorry.
the north.
Let's go.
This doorway is the shape of a door, but it doesn't really look like a door. It has circles of wood made in it, clearly magically crafted.
Maybe the magic wore off because it's so old and now we can just open it like a regular door.
It has circles. Would you say they look like an archery thing?
No.
Oh.
I would say they look like pathways.
Pathway? What?
Almost the way like a kaleidoscope collapses into itself.
Okay, I touch one. Does anything happen?
Wait, use the thorn stick!
Oh, right. I use a thorn stick.
Thank you.
The magic kind of moves with you like saran wrap or something. As you touch the edge of the largest circle, it kind of kaleidoscopes in one layer. There are 3 more rings, smaller and smaller, inside each other.
Do we have to use different weapons for each one? This was a blunt object, so maybe a sharp one? I get out my dagger and use it for the other one. And poke the other one.
Nothing happens. And then it comes back to flush.
Do anything look different between the circles? Are they different sizes, colors, shapes?
They're different sizes because they're nested inside of one another. Seems like you could push one and then make things move in different ways, different amounts. But so far, that's all you can deduce.
Maybe we could look in some of these other rooms. It might give us a hint.
Need more sticks.
Yeah. Livy's going to look around the room. See if, if there's any notes or drawings or anything like that.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, okay. Eight. Wait, no, that's... It says it's a plus wisdom? What?
Just roll tonight or something else.
I think that was... Maybe I accidentally did insight. I feel I was right. It's just being very weird right now. It's going off my wisdom stat.
You should be able to see what the dice
first one.
rolled and then just change it to the modifier, the correct modifier.
Let's just go with the first one, which was 8.
Okay. I think, Livy, you're kind of drawn to this area that is behind a grate, like a jail. And you see a book inside there, but the door is locked.
Oh. No. He scratches the door like a cat.
No. That was great.
No.
We can see into this though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sille kind of stands there, who hasn't said much of anything at this point, looks through the book, and a silvery mist kind of comes up around her feet. And I'm gonna misty step into this room and grab the book.
Okay. You
Well,
misty
wait.
step into the room and grab the book.
How do you get out?
I'm gonna
Doors don't usually
misty
lock
step
both
back
ways.
out.
Can you do that?
Just
I
costs
can,
more
yeah.
spell slots.
It is, yeah.
Okay. You grab the book and you misty step back out.
Yee! Thank
Save us
you.
having to splinter a door. Hands it to Livy.
Thank you, thank you. Livy reads through the book.
Yeah, it's a journal of a prisoner in that cell. There's no skeleton in there, just a book. It talks about how this was a battling arena for the Angel of Undead.
Cool.
That you would fight over and over and over and over and over and over. And even in death, were you not granted the reprieve of not fighting.
Cool.
And it describes the door and the pattern in multiple sketches, almost as if this person watched someone open that door multiple times to try and figure out the appropriate combination to get through to get to the other side. And at the back of the book, there are like 3 pages missing. So you don't get the full combination, but you do learn that there are 6 parts to the combination.
Okay.
And the first 3 parts are large, smallest, second largest.
Oh, okay. Cool. And there's 6, so.
That only leaves like not that many other options. You probably figure it out.
Yeah.
So
You
for
can't use the
clarity,
same ring
there's 4 rings of the large one that Livy touched before, and 3 getting smaller inside that.
But you can't use the same ring more than once, right?
Well, we have to, because it's a 6 combo.
Well, there's 6 rings, I thought.
It's 4 rings.
4
and
rings,
the combination is 6.
Damn it. Okay, that makes it a lot. But
Well, there's 7 rings.
Anyway,
If there's 3 small rings, then 4 big ones.
There's 4 rings.
Oh, 4.
There's 4 rings, which means that you can repeat a number. So that changes it, permutations, combinations, and so therefore there's a lot more options now than there would have been.
But okay, so it was first is the big one. Second is the
smallest.
Small one. The third is the second largest. So if we give them numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, it would be 4, 1, 3 so far.
That's only half of it.
Godfrey looks around for pages and perhaps the key to this cell.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Really?
Well, if it's investigation.
There's only 64 other
11.
options. We could just keep plugging them in.
You don't find the key, but you do find in one of the corners there's a particularly large puddle of oil with a bunch of shredded paper just covered in like black, oily gunk.
Oh,
I found a shredded piece of paper.
Oh, do you think that must be it? That must be the rest.
Puzzle time!
Looks like Darble used it as, well,
Start putting the tiny pieces together.
I think they're completely oil soaked. I don't know if I'll be able to read these. Unless Morgus has mending and is willing to spend the next 34 minutes mending this back to normal.
Would it be? I would have to temporarily stop prestidigitation to but I could clean them, right?
You could clean them, but that doesn't mean that the ink is still there.
Oh.
I think this is beyond soiled. That's fine. If we have the other 2 pages, we could just... Finding the last one is just a matter of trial and error,
Yeah,
right?
because then there's only 4 options, and
There's
that's a
only
lot
4
easier than 64 options.
We don't even know if this was one of the pages. This could just be another piece of paper.
Are there any more paper scraps?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh yeah, I'm great at those. For sure. It's a solid 7.
You don't find any more papers.
Do I find anything else interesting?
Livy's
I want a coal pebble.
Livy's just gonna
Has
start.
Zibba ever seen a flail?
Maybe, but never gotten to touch one.
There's one with a shiny hilt.
I am going to play with the flail.
Cool. Livy does 4, 1, 2, and then he's gonna try 3.
How are we numbering these again?
Biggest one is 4.
The smallest is 1, second smallest is 2, third is 3, and
Largest is 4.
Where's Chonky?
So you did 4, 1,
2.
3.
I did.
Well, we know
No.
413 is the beginning.
Oh, 4, 1, 3. I thought it was 4, 1.
Because it's second largest, so 413 is the
Oh,
beginning.
second largest. I just can't read. 4,
You
1.
hit the largest one for 4, and the same thing happens. It pushes back into the wall.
Cool. So 4.
The smallest one, you push it, it comes out.
Oh.
You touch the third ring, and it turns 50 degrees.
I hit 2.
You
Okay.
hit 2,
The second smallest.
and you hear a languished exhale as a ghostly figure forms behind you,
I knew there
and
had
the
to be
door
consequences.
resets.
Well, guys, it's not 2. We're down to 48 combinations.
thank you so much for listening. Please, please, please hit the subscribe button, follow us, share with a friend, do all the things you can do. Leave a review, rate us, comment. All the things help us be spread more widely for more folks to find the show. You can do that IRL in the real world by sending a text or telling your friend to their face at a fun gaming date or a coffee date or a hike or a walk in the park or a dinner, you know, hanging out with people in the real world. Sometimes it's fun. I've been trying to do it more. We appreciate all that you can do. Join our Discord, support us via Ko-Fi. Intro and outro by Nolan Clock. Everything else by myself and the cast. I hope you have a really great day.